Good morning, everyone. It's time for me to leave for the gym. It's 5:40 in the morning, and in this video I am going to be teaching you the best ways to build muscle. So I just drank my pre-workout, which is basically that coffee. I'm a student, I can't afford pre-workout, and I can't afford $30 for a thing of pre-workout. And so I'm about to head off to the gym and get my workout on, and like I said in this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to gain muscle. So I will see you in the gym. So I am now in the gym, and I actually had a really tough time getting here this morning because you cannot see it outside because of the lights, but we have in what, I don't know if people from southern US know what this is, but black ice. Unless you live in northern US like Michigan and up, or in Wisconsin, there's this thing called black ice where it's this frozen mist that falls, like mist that falls when it's below freezing, and when it hits the ground it instantly freezes, and it causes this thing known as black ice. And you don't see this until it is far too late. And in the parking lot I usually go up this on an incline like that. I was sliding backwards on it. I could not get any grip. Well, anyway, let's continue this video. So enough of me ranting and complaining about black ice. And also, this video is going to be more than just in the gym, because building muscle is more than just getting into the gym. That's only part of the equation. So watch and enjoy. What's up, everybody? My name is Eric Bikema of Saiyan Lifestyle, and today I'm making a video on how to build muscle. And for a lot of guys, unless you were born with freakish genetics, we didn't come out with amazing muscular bodies like we want. And one of the top goals in the fitness arena, or fitness area for men, is they want to build muscle. And so here are my 6 laws or 6 tips on how to build muscle. And this worked really well for me. I was able to pack on about 35 pounds of muscle just doing this. And let's get into those 6 tips. Number 1 is going to be compound lifts. When you want to build muscle, you have got to do compound lifts, since these are going to allow for the most weight to be moved, and that's going to include exercises. And if you don't know what compound exercises are, they are exercises that require 2 or more major muscle groups to complete it. Like with the bench press, you're needing your chest, your shoulders, and your triceps, so that's 3 muscle groups. Then the squat requires the glutes, the quads, spinal rectors, and abs and back to perform it. So that involves 5 major muscle groups to complete, and that's the same for the deadlift. Then the shoulder press is a lot of your traps, your shoulders, upper chest, and your arms. And that is 4 muscle groups. And you're going to get your most bang for your buck with these compound lifts, since you can overload them quite a bit and you have a better strength potential for them than other exercises, better than single joint exercises. And when you are doing these compound lifts, what you really want to do is you really want to focus on getting stronger. And that could mean being able to lift a weight for more reps, adding 5-10 pounds onto your lift, or just increasing how much weight you can lift for however many reps. That's all getting stronger. And then it's also going to come down to number 3, which is volume, frequency, and intensity. Volume speaks to how much are you lifting when you train that muscle. It's like when you're training shoulders, what are you doing with the shoulder press? Are you doing 3 sets of 10, 5 sets of 10, 6, 7, 8? How many reps are you doing? And frequency is how often are you hitting this muscle? Are you hitting it once, twice, 3 times a week for full body, or even 4 or 5? How often are you hitting the muscle? And intensity is all about how heavy and what rep range are you using? Are you primarily doing strength, which is within about 3 to 6 reps? Or are you more concentrated on hypertrophy, which is 8 to 12? Or are you really burning out the muscle and trying to get that pump in, which is going to be 15 or more reps? And so volume, frequency, and intensity is going to be how a muscle grows. If you use a muscle more, you're going to be able to grow it more. The fourth rule is going to be none other than eat more protein. And you probably, when you hear the word protein, think of one of those big meaty guys in the gym, but people would call him meathead or steroid head, talking about, oh yeah, protein, and their deep German accent talking about protein, how great it is. Well, that's because protein is critical for building muscle, especially for women too. For the women, you need to consume protein too to build muscle. And one strategy I always followed is there is so much debate between you need 0.5 gram per pound of body weight, 2 grams per pound of body weight. Some even say preach like 3, and that's when you're, and 3 grams per ounce per pound of body weight. Now that's, I would say, a little bit too much protein. What I followed was the 1 gram per pound of body weight. So back when I was only about 140, 145, I was eating 140 grams of protein. And as I got bigger and heavier, I started increasing that because I was building muscle. And muscle is made up of protein and amino acids. And when protein is, or when the muscle breaks down, your body needs protein to repair it. And the diet plan I followed is the 40-40-20 diet. And that is 40% of your diet is protein, 40% carbs, and 20% fats. And by fats, I am not saying get non-saturated fat like what you would get with a bag of potato chips or a McDonald's hamburger. This is more saying healthy fats for you. Fish oil, avocados, flax seeds, olive oil, or any other types of healthy fat. That's what you want. And carbs, you want to keep that equal to protein, because when you're trying to build muscle, carbs is going to be your body's main fuel source. Your body needs carbs. Like, do not fear carbs when you are building muscle. And the fifth rule is going to be sleep. A lot of what you do outside the gym is just as important as what you do in the gym. So in the gym, you're not building muscle. You're breaking it down with compound lifts. And so when you're outside of the gym, your body is in panic mode trying to repair itself. And one of the only times it can repair itself is when you're sleeping. So when building muscle, you really, really want to try and get at least 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night to build muscle. Since sleep is one of the few times a body can grow and releases growth hormones to repair itself. So sleep is one of the most underrated parts of building muscle. And the 6.2 building muscle you're going to question me about, and that is cardio. When you're building muscle, you aren't exactly thinking about doing cardio. And when you hear cardio, you're thinking a lot of those skinny distance runners that don't really have a lot of muscle to them. And a lot of people, especially a lot of bro science, says that cardio is a muscle killer. But in my experience, it's actually not a muscle killer. Back when I was building muscle, one of the biggest mistakes I made was not training your most important muscle, and that is the heart. And the heart is responsible for keeping you alive, and it's also one of the ways I help practice my breathing for lifts and getting more air in. And the type of cardio I used was known as LISS, or low intensity steady state cardio. And with that, you are doing about 60 to 75% of your max heart rate. And for me at 22, that'd be around 120 to 150 beats a minute. So you're not completely driving yourself into the ground, but you're doing enough to make your heart speed up. And LISS is going to make your heart more efficient. And I said the biggest mistake I did is I did not work my heart. And it got to the point, it was so bad where I could do about 3 or 4 reps, but I'd be gassed after that. I couldn't do it anymore. So I started incorporating about 20 minutes of LISS into my routine after my workouts, and holy crap, I noticed a huge difference. I was actually able to lift more weight. And when you have a greater work capacity, you can work out more. And like I said previously in the video, volume, frequency, and intensity increase. So you can build muscle even more. But I would say be careful of overtraining. It is very real. And thank you everybody for staying with me through this video and watching it all. Or maybe you fast forwarded to this part to my bonus points. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was very informative, that you use some of these tips to put on some muscle, start looking like the Saiyan that you're supposed to. And as always, like this video, comment with any suggestions you have for the future. And also, I really hope you did like this video, because I got stared at so much making this video. Give my video a thumbs up or a like for that reason. And also, stay tuned for more content coming out soon. And like I say at the end of every video, for my Saiyans out there, start kicking ass today, or keep kicking ass.